All right, you guys, so driver uniforms are there for protection, as we know, but there is a style to them, and they have changed quite a bit over the years. So we are going inside the vault to check them out. Luke Edwards is here with the IMS Museum. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for
thanks
being
for having
here.
us.
Let's just address the old elephant in the room. You have uniforms here behind you.
Yeah, we have one from the 60s, the early 60s. This is a very early rendition of a full suit. And the interesting thing is, before these were implemented, they were wearing collared shirts, sometimes to look a little bit stylish or dapper, or just T-shirts back in the 50s and before that.
Look at how these have changed. What year is this, do you think, with the
So this one is early 60s, and what they used to do is they had this powder called X12, and they would mix it with hot water, and they dip the whole suit in that mixture to make it fire retardant.
Oh, wow.
And then we have a later suit. This is from the early 2000s, from 2001. It's actually a Formula One suit that Juan Pablo Montoya wore at the US GP here. And this is a full Nomex blend, which is it's a material that's inherently flame resistant.
Interesting. And how have the uniforms that they wear now changed even more so from this era, the 2000-2001 era?
So it's mostly driver comfort now. So they've gotten rid of stitching. They don't really use patches. You can see some of our examples that are on display in the museum. So it's just making them lighter weight and more comfortable for the driver while they're in the cockpit, because they're so snug in these modern cars.
For sure.
And you can see an example of an old suit there, the old stitching. Again, that would be one that they would dip in that X12 powder mixture.
It's so isn't it crazy how things have changed so much over the years?
Yeah, it's just the constant evolution. Everyone's looking for a technical advantage. Everyone's looking to increase safety, obviously, as you can see here. So
I'm curious, because it is about safety and the protection and the feel. But what about style? I'm sure you have some drivers who are like, whoa, wait a minute, red is totally not my color. Like, I want this, or I want certain patterns. Do you hear that from time to time?
Well, the sponsors now really dictate the look of the suits.
So they're going to tell them what they can have, right?
No, they choose the helmet, so they usually design their own helmet and everything. But they definitely like to look good. You know, they'll get the suit fitted how they want it. Some guys like it snug.
I'm like, they have their preferences for sure.
Absolutely.
So are these in the IMS Museum? Give us a visual of what we perhaps could see if we come visit.
Yeah, so in one of our current exhibits, it's actually it's called Our Collection, Your Favorites. We have 6 suits as a part of that are kind of a timeline, so you can see the evolution with a few more steps in between these two.
What is it like for you working in there and all around this, and of course taking everybody's questions, but I mean kind of being so close and a part of history on an everyday basis?
Well, it's wonderful to work there because it's where racing never stops. So year round, we're surrounded by one of the most impressive motorsports collections in the world with all the cars, and it's just an exciting place to be every day.
Yeah, that is awesome. Well, thank you so much. I felt like you have such a fun job. I love that.
It is.
All right, so Cody, here's one thing. I'm like, we need to take a tour, perhaps, of this, maybe.
Oh, that's a great idea.
We could go there and just...
I've actually already been there.
Of course you have.
I got to go see what it looked like. They're very, very